As Gonzales faces this massive scandal, he's also been leading a crowded field of Republican challengers. With just over a week until Election Day, we don't have any new polling on how the scandal is resonating with voters, but we do have prediction markets, which are essentially betting pools that give us a real-time look at what everyday people think might happen in that election. Our Aaron Davis joins us now with a closer look.
The immediate impact of the text messages that appear to confirm Representative Tony Gonzales' affair with his former staffer was shown on the prediction market site called Polymarket. Prediction markets are where people can wager money to predict the outcome of anything from sports to world events. And as we can see, the prediction market turned against Gonzales and in favor of his top Republican opponent, Brandon Herrera. But some of the state's top pollsters say people should take this information with a grain of salt.
The idea that, tons of people are paying attention to that, or the right people are paying attention to it within the district who are ultimately going to make the actual decision, is an open question.
Prediction markets are accessible to anyone with internet access and a bank account. The more money bet on a race, the more it indicates user activity and interest in that prediction. In the highly watched New York City mayoral race, almost $430 million was bet on the eventual winner, Zohran Mamdani.
There are some people in this market who are trying to play it straight up and sort of bet what they think the outcome is going to be. But there are others that are trying to make money, which doesn't necessarily mean that they believe how that their bet is going to pay off.
Prediction markets are regulated by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, an independent federal regulatory agency over U.S. derivative markets. This month, the chair, Mike Seelig, defended its jurisdiction over the markets that have come under fire in some states. Texas leaders have remained largely silent on the rise of prediction markets.
They provide useful functions for society by allowing everyday Americans to hedge commercial risks like increases in temperature and energy price spikes. They also serve as an important check on our news media and our information streams.
Josh Blank with the Texas Politics Project says polling takes time to put a proper sample together, something prediction markets don't worry about.
This is essentially a black box of a bunch of people's views who we don't really know, deciding what they think is going to happen in the election based on the information that is largely available to all of us.
Mark Jones, who conducts polls for the University of Houston Hobby School of Public Affairs, says polling is the foundation for prediction markets. After he published a February 12th poll of Houston's Congressional District 18 Democratic primary that showed Representative Christian Menifee had a large lead over Representative Al Green, the prediction market spiked as well.
The prediction markets use polling as one of their main inputs, but then they update based on other information, things like turnout, what they see going on in the campaigns, and often where the crowd seems to be going.
Texas voters will ultimately determine what predictors will win big on March 3rd.
All right, so Aaron, as we've been talking about this story, I noticed something about the race for U.S. Senate, which is that Jasmine Crockett is ahead in all the polls, but the prediction markets have Tallarico ahead. Why do you think that is?
Well, James, I think a large part of it could be who is betting on these prediction markets. I mean, traditionally, white men or men in general are known to bet more than other demographics, and James Tallarico is polling higher with that group of people as well. And also, when you think about prediction markets, anyone, anywhere in the world can place a bet on them. So when you think of Tallarico's national or international footprint, lately he was on the Stephen Colbert Show, and that got him a lot of fundraising numbers. So that could be something that contributes to it. And there are just so many factors, and that's why pollsters are kind of skeptical of markets like these.
All right, thanks, Aaron. We'll keep an eye on this as we get closer to Election Day.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage. And click the subscribe button here. You can also download our app and watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.